Mary Macigewski, and I'm running for Buchanan School Board. I grew up just south of Three Oaks, over the Indiana-Michigan border. My dad went to work for Clark Equipment in Buchanan, just like many folks in this area. I always thought Buchanan was a pretty neat town. I graduated from IU Bloomington, and after that I settled in Buchanan, and I raised 2 children, and both of them went to the Buchanan school systems. I always had to help my son Caleb. He has Asperger's, and his main area of deficit is reading comprehension. So I used to work with him on his English homework. And there was one point in time in his junior year when we were working on a series of short stories and essays, and one of the things I noticed was that every single one of these stories was all about a minority person that was being downtrodden by a white person or a situation with white people. And I asked Caleb, I said, "Did you notice this?" He goes, "Oh, Mom, yeah, all the stories are like that." I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Well, yeah, everything we read is always like that. It's always the minorities are being put down." He says, "Then I don't get it." He says, we're in soccer, if somebody's got to kick the ball, we don't think, hey, the black kid's got to kick the ball. We think the kid's got to kick the ball. We don't see that." He says, "So I don't understand why they're emphasizing it so much." I thought that was pretty interesting. And that was back in 2015. I never forgot that. I saw a post on social media the other day that our school board in Buchanan wants to raise the millage on our taxes. That means how much money we pay in taxes, on our property taxes. And that money would go to the school because they want to do some improvements to the school. Well, they want to raise it by 3.43 mils. And what that means to you and me is that if my house is assessed for $100,000, that my property taxes are going to go up $343 every year. And the post that I read had a list of some of the improvements that they want to make. For instance, they want to make some heating and HVAC improvements, I'm like, oh, that's okay. And they want to put bleachers in the middle school gym, and they want to do some offices over here, and they want to do this, and they want to do that. And I thought, well, wait a minute. I have a degree in finance, but it doesn't take a degree in finance to figure out that in the middle of the worst economy that any of us can remember, and some say historically, and, inflation that is higher than it has ever been, why would you raise taxes, much less hundreds of dollars on many households in a neighborhood? Why would you do this? I really think some thought ought to be given to this. And when you go to vote on this millage, think about what that's going to do to your taxes. In closing, I would like to say I'd really like your vote. I would like the opportunity to represent you and what you want your children or grandchildren or your neighbor's children be getting from their school system. Our school system should be representing what we, the people, the parents, want, not necessarily what some organization wants for us. So I ask for your vote. Thank you.